Yes everybody, so today what I'm doing is fitting lowering springs on my Astra VXR. So I thought, well, the sun's out, the gun's out, and we'll make this happen. Hopefully it won't take that long because I've recently changed the top mount to drop link, so I'm hoping everything will be loose. Hopefully not that loose it falls apart, but hopefully we can unbox this and get it jacked up and get started. So I'll get to the unboxing. First is we're going to jack up the car. With most of my videos I say jack up the car because that's what I'll do. You know the score by now. Take the wheel off, jack it up, and then let's get inside. So we're going to do the rears first because they're the easiest, and then hopefully the fronts will be, well, it won't be as easy, but hopefully. So I'll get to you when the car's jacked up. So what I've done there is I've jacked both sides up, both on axle stands, and then I've got let's get it off, got a 16mm socket, and I'm going to try and loosen up both sides, and then I'll jack it up, and hopefully I can get the springs to fall out. So we'll get to that bit. So I'll show you where we're doing. So it's just on the bottom of the shock, just that one there. And then that should release that. So hopefully if I loosen that off, it'll drop out. But I've got a feeling it's going to be really tight, so we shall see. I'm not too sure that's supposed to be like that. No, definitely not. The metal's just rusted away in this. So I'm going to have to, I'm guessing I'm going to have to get a new damper as well. So I'll just loosen it off, so when I do order the damper, it's sweet. Not much luck here at all, man. God's sake. Actually, it was an E20. It's got more threads on it, so I'll put the E20 on it to make sure it's that snug because I don't want to cross thread the head or anything like that. But this is bloody tight. She's coming. Yes. Cracking, man. I'm not saying I'm strong by any means, but if you are going to do this, make sure you've got some muscle because these are not easy. I am struggling. Yeah, so I'll get back to you when that's off because you don't want these ugly faces. Trust me, they're horrible. Cheeky little tip. See that? That's off my my vacuum. All I do is put that inside the socket, and then it gives me more extension, and it's like a piece of piss. So I'll show you now. Slide that onto there. Turn up, turn. Might not be the biggest of movements, but get it moving. Definitely would recommend if you are going to do this yourself, either have an impact driver or get a compressor with a gun, because the amount of time and effort you'd save doing that, it'd be really beneficial to get. So when in the end I'm going to do get this off, we'll cut to the next bit. So thank you for bearing with me. It's raft. So I've unbolted both of them, and they've just fell out like that. So, oh my god, that was a nightmare. That's it. And then we've got to do is sit the new ones back in and do it up. So I'll get the new ones and then I'll show you how to do it. Jeez. So all you're going to want to do now is just pull the caps out. This one comes out easy. This one's a bit of a git. It does pull out, you just have to give it some force. And then what you end up with is that. So then I'm going to get that bit back on there, and then I'm just going to sit it in there and do it up, and hopefully that's the back done. So hopefully it's a case of slapping that in there. So let's sit and snug. And just jacking that baby up. And then obviously when it's lined up, put that bolt back through. The job's a good one. Now is I'm going to jack the rear axle up so that it lines up with that, and then I can put my bolt in, and then I'll do exactly the same on the other side. So hopefully that is all then. Both lined up. This is wrecked, so I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to buy a new one, but I'm moving house at the minute, so I'm not actually going to be able to drive it, so I need to at least get it onto my new drive. So I'm just going to drive it literally 2 miles like that, and then I'm going to order the new shock. So don't think I'm being a tramp, because I'm not. So I'm just going to take that off, because that's going to just do that, and then I'm just going to line it up and do it up. So just doing it up. Nice and tight, because we don't want that falling off. So now I'm going to undo the jack, take the axle stands off, put the wheels on, and see what the back end's looking like lowered. Now onto the front. They don't even look that much lower. I might have to settle on the car. Some people say it's like a day to settle, but don't even look that low. Please to God, it goes lower than that. I get my foot in there still. Oh, I think you got to take the handbrake off. I'm not sure. I'll give that a go now. See if it changes it. So the front. Really I should have said this is a game changer if you can do it or not, because most Astras suffer with an issue where that there will just literally rust and rust and rust, and you just basically useless. Somehow I managed to get it off last time, but definitely check them first. I'm going to give them a squirt with WD, work my way, wheel up, and we're going to go from there, but I'll show you the way. And hopefully it looks low, because at the minute it still looks like a tank. So the wheel off. We've got to remove 3 bolts. We've got to remove them, which goes through, and there's a knot on that, and them 2, and then obviously the drop link. That's an 18mm there, 18mm there, and then I'm not too sure, I think it's a 17mm under there. I'm not too sure if you can see, but I've just slipped off with the spanner and punched myself in the face. My eye's throbbing, man. That's going to be a black eye, 100%. It's got to be, man. I literally went, bosh, game over. Nearly knocked myself out. What I've done is I've undone those 2 bolts that hold the strut in place under the drop link, and this little bracket on the top of the strut. Basically just get a flathead in there and then prise it apart, and then it'll come loose. So I'm just gonna jack this down, and then them 2 will come out, and then the strut will be out of the way. So sweet. What we've got now is the just drop the strut out. So I'm gonna compress the springs, and then I'm going to try and crack that baby up. Hopefully it all goes to plan. But like the way this car is, I very much doubt it. Fortunately, I couldn't get the top mounts off. This Halfords toolkit's just not good enough, and plus I'm not strong enough. Because I had the spring compressors on it, and when I was trying to undo the top mount was just spinning, so I either need an egg, a gun, pneumatic gun, or get an air compressor. So I fancy an air compressor anyway, so I'm going to get one of those ordered too. I'm a bit gutted, to be fair. I've got the backs done, just the front end, so I'm quite annoyed with it. But thanks for watching anyway, and I'll hopefully get to you when the funds are in. So this is how to install lowering springs on the back of your car. Cheers.